so you want to improve your Czech pronunciation. That's good, you're in good company. It's difficult for native English speakers to speak Czech because the language is just so different from our own. But with a little practice and a little help, you can be at least understandable. But before you get started, it's important to keep two things in mind. Number one, let go. You have to let go of the English language a little bit. If you were a soccer star and you decided that you wanted to learn also how to play basketball, you wouldn't go to the court and immediately start kicking the ball on the ground. You know that basketball is a completely different game. In the same way, Czech is a really different game from English, so you have to learn the rules first before you can expect to play. Maybe sometimes the instinct to kick the ball will kick in every once in a while, but you have to learn to fight that and remember, when you're speaking Czech, you're playing a different game. Number two, you have got to practice. If you were a soccer star and you were the best at your game, and you suddenly started playing basketball, you wouldn't become a star immediately. You would have to really practice and learn the fundamentals before you could get really good. So it's important to practice. So before you practice stuff, remember to say to yourself, let go and practice. So let's begin with some easy pronunciation. Let's start with the letters that are the same in English and Czech. They're pronounced exactly the same way, for the most part. The letter B is B, like in English. The word bank in Czech is banka, B. The letter D, as in the Czech word dům, which means house, or like the word dog in English, dům, dog, D. The letter F, foto, which means photo, even though in English we spell it with a PH. That's one thing that's easier about Czech. It's a phonetic language, so what you see is usually what you say. So foto, photo, it's the same. G, gorilla, and in Czech, gorila. Gorilla, gorilla, G. H, hokej, which is the Czech word for hockey, H. Hokej, hockey. The exception for H is that if there's an H in the middle of the word or at the end of the word, it does sound a little different than what we would say in English. So be aware of that. H is only the same at the beginning. The letter L, leader, or in Czech, litr. Leader, litr, L. M, maso, which means meat. Maso, meat. It's the same. N, nebe, which means heaven, which is the same sound N like the word no. Nebe, no, N. S, the Czech word sestra, which means sister. Sestra, sister, S. The letter V, voda, which means water in Czech, or the word van, voda, van, V. The letter X, which sounds the same in English when it's in the middle or at the end of the word, as in the word mix. In English, mix, pretty simple, makes that X sound. Same as at the end of kicks or tricks. We spell it CKS in that instance, but it still makes that X sound. And finally, Z for zebra, which is the Czech word for zebra. Zebra, zebra, Z. So these letters, B, D, F, G, H, L, M, N, S, V, X, and Z. Those letters are pronounced for the most part the same as you would say them in English.